Okay, Greg, first thing I want you to study is the name of the strings. So we count our strings from the bottom up. Thinnest string is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Names of the strings. I'm going to go from the top down. E, A, D, G, B, E. Need to learn that. Second thing is knowing the frets. A fret is each space in between these bars considered a fret. The bars are actually considered the frets. So when you look at your guitar, you have dots on the top here that reference certain frets. So your third fret, 1, 2, 3, is your first dot. It skips a fret. 4, 5 is your second dot. 6, 7 is your third dot. 8, 9 is your fourth dot. And then it skips 2 and it goes up to 12, which is your octave. And then it just repeats from there. Next part, I'm going to teach you just a really easy chord position that you don't have to change the fingering. You just have to move along the strings. So we're going to do a simple blues type chord progression. We're going to start on the second dot, which is your 5th fret on the 6th string. So 6th string, 5th fret. You're going to use your middle finger and place that on that string, okay? Then we're going to go to the 4th fret, 5th string, and we're going to place our index finger there. And then we're going to take our 5th fret on the 3rd string and the 2nd string. And we just kind of bar that 3rd finger over top of that. So we have this position here. Now with this top finger, you have to kind of bend it in, arch it up so that you can hear that second note. That's going to be an A7 chord. The 5th fret on the top string is an A note. So we're going to take that same position that we just played, and all we're going to do is just move everything down one string. So 5th string, 5th fret, middle finger. 4th string, 4th fret, index finger. 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st string, bar it with the 3rd finger. That's a D7 chord. Now I'm going to take that same position without moving our fingers, and we're going to slide it up 2 frets to the 7th fret. So from this dot, the 2nd dot, to the 3rd dot. And we have what's called an E7 chord. So here's all 3 of them. Okay, now I'm going to give you another position to play those chords in that may be easier for you. So we're going to start at the 5th fret again, which is the 2nd dot. We're going to take our index finger, we're going to bar that whole fret from 6 down to 1. Then we're going to take our middle finger and we're going to put it on the 4th string, on the 3rd string, 6th fret. And we're going to take our 3rd finger and we're going to put it on the 7th fret of the 5th string. So we got bar, we have 3rd string, 6th fret, and 5th string, 7th fret. So that's that A7 chord again. Now we're going to do the same thing for the D7 chord. We're going to move our 3rd finger down to the 4th string on the 7th fret. So it was on the 5th string on the 7th fret. We're just going to move that down 1 string. We're going to remove our middle finger and we're going to take our pinky and we're going to put our pinky on the 2nd string, 7th fret. So you have bar across the 5th fret, 3rd finger on the 4th string, 7th fret, pinky on the 2nd string, 7th fret. And we're playing from the 5th string down. We're not playing this top string, just kind of muting it with our finger there so it doesn't sound. D7 chord. We're going to move that up just like we did before, 2 frets, 1, 2. So now we're barring across the 7th fret, and we have our 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string, and our 2nd string has our pinky on it of the 9th fret. That's an E7 chord. Okay, so when you practice those chords, now we can do a simple 12-bar blues. So we can start with the A, 1, 2. And all I'm doing is barring down across the 7th fret, starting at the 5th string, all the notes straight down. Okay, so here's an exercise to get you started with learning how to press the strings and getting your fingers to do what you want them to do. So we're going to start on the 3rd fret, which is the 1st dot, and we're going to start at the 6th string, and we're using our index finger, middle finger, 3rd finger, and 4th finger. Okay, so we're just going to go each note, leave that finger down, place the next finger, next finger, next finger. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down a string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down a string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down a string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down a string, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down a string, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the easiest but one of the most important exercises for you to do. You do this for 10 minutes a day, your fingers will loosen up, you'll start to press those notes correctly, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, once you get that accomplished, then you're going to start doing it backwards. 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the last thing I want to give you on this is you have to learn the notes along your fretboard. It's not as difficult as you might think it is. The notes go from A to G and repeat, just like on a piano. So the first note we're going to talk about is on the 6th string, is E. That's open when you're not pressing any frets. So right after that, the very first fret is F. The next fret is F sharp. Next fret, which is the third dot, third fret is G. G sharp. A sharp. B sharp. Excuse me, not B sharp, the C, forgive me. C sharp. There's no sharp between B and C. D sharp, and back to E again. Now, that's all the notes you need to know on the sixth string. Easy to learn. The first string is also an E string, so all those notes you did up here, you already know the notes on two strings. The next string, the fifth string, is an A string. So we hit it open, A. And then we're going to do the same process we did on the top string, and the first fret will be A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, no sharp between E and F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Third string will be a D string, so again you'll do the same process. You start at the open string D. This is the fourth string, excuse me, I just said third. Fourth string, D, D sharp, E, F, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. Same process. Next string is a G string. You'll do the same process starting at G. Second string is a B string. You'll do the same process starting at B, open string. And we already know that the last string is the same as the top string.